All right, everyone. Welcome to my Cassitan video. Whether this is your first Cassitan, depending on when you're watching this, or maybe it's upcoming and you want to have a little bit more knowledge about what is going on with this particular game mode. Just so you know, this is a 1 month on, 2 month off game mode. I wish that it was longer because this is a really good game mode for farming. But in order to participate in this, you will have gotten 3 free warp scramblers. Unfortunately, I have already deleted my mail, so I couldn't show that. But you can go to the shop and you can buy them for gold. You shouldn't really need to. I would suggest once you're in Casitan, just stay in Casitan. But this little icon up here, this is the actual Cassitan map. This is how you join it. Now, I wanted to show this to properly articulate that this is going to be the same icon that you're going to use when it comes to the actual events when you get into Cassitan. So we're going to jump in. This is the first time I've jumped in for this particular Cassitan. It'll take a second. Cassitan is a great place for farming resources, getting points, getting gold. We're going to show that in a minute once it loads out. Now this is going to actually take you off of server side and put you in a brand new server. Alright, now we are in Cassitan. So real quick, let me just click on this little map here. So when you're actually in Cassitan as well as out, you can see the map. This is your starting location, as well as what servers that you're going to be playing against. So if we go real quick to the map and the world map, this is what Cassitan looks like. So all of these capitals are currently on fire. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can actually fight them right now. And then you have these border controls. You've got the location of your fort, and you go all the way to Senecon. You've got stage 1, which is around the circle. You got 2, which is right around here. You got 3, and in the middle is considered 4. We'll be going over that in a little bit later in the video, but I just wanted to get you a good understanding of how this map works. So first, we're going to go to the actual events. All right, so if we go to season features, now the season features, for the most part, should be changing every couple Cassitans. There's not really a set schedule, I don't think. I don't think they figured that out. So depending on when you're seeing this, you might have a different Cassitan special event going on. This is the Crystal Contest. So how you get this is you farm tiles, you gather resources, and then you get these crystals. You use these crystals to increase these different, I don't want to call them quests, but you get these different bonuses. This is for guild. This is not for planet. For the most part, you are going to be competing with your guild and planet against other guilds and planet. Now, these also, for this event, give you a bonus to damage and damage reduction. It was the same as last Cassitan. You also have individual points, and you get rewards. Now, the road to expedition. It's pretty passive. I wouldn't really worry about this. As your planet goes along and does things, you'll get different rewards. For the most part, don't really worry about this. Just click on them as you go, collect, and win the different items that they offer you. And you have the Cassitan quests. Scroll up a little bit. So this is your expedition quests. You have individual, guild, and planet. Please note that these quests have a tier system. So just because you complete this particular quest, which is donate, comment, expedition, and tech 20 times. As you can see, the expedition tech is down here. We'll get to that in a minute. You get these different rewards. Now, there will be see how it says 1, it'll go 2, 3, 4. I can't remember exactly what these go up to, but there are tiers to it. This is for you as an individual. And you have the guild. This is for what your guild does and does not do. Now, note that you have these little points here. We'll be going over that in a minute, but you have to actually have these points in order to get the rewards. And as the rewards increase to the next tier, the points required for these rewards will be different. And then we also have planet. So this is your entire planet working together. Same thing as guild, you do need these points to get these, and there are different tiers. So when it comes to Cassitan, you do need to work with your planet. I'm sure that some of you may have enemies on your planet that you don't like, you don't get along with. But for Cassitan, if you want to have a good experience for not only your guild, but the entire planet, you do need to work together. And then if we jump to the pass, so you can unlock this advanced. It's $50. It's all right. Depending on where you actually get in this pass is whether or not you should spend the $50. If you're not going to complete it, then I wouldn't spend the $50. But you get some good free rewards, especially this later tier. As free to play, well, it kind of depends on what your arc looks like. I'm not going to say that as free to play you can do this. But if you're a reasonably strong arc, like me, for example, I'm like 100 million power. Last Cassitan, I was able to complete this all the way to 50. So if you're around that, I would say you have a pretty good chance. But even if you don't get 50, getting any free rewards is nice. And we're going to jump to the quests. So this is actually how you're going to get the experience. As you can see, you have the little experience token. You also have other rewards. This is also a tier system. So once I reduce more than 10k enemy power one time, it'll go to the next stage. Can't remember right off the top of my head, so I apologize for that, but it'll go to 10 times, and then once I do that, it'll go to 20 times, whatever the case may be. So this is pretty much fighting, the battle section. Then you'll go to development. This is where you are going to donate. The donate is the expedition tech, which you can see down here. Go over that in a second. The war is going to be primarily border controls and capitals, as well as raids. This is going to be versus other guilds. And then you have the achievements. For the most part, this is going to be gathering resources, a few fights, but primarily gathering resources. You can probably get, well, it depends on your planet, but last Casitan, I think I got about 1.5 to 2 billion of each resources at the end of Casitan. And then we jump to the tech. So this is where you're going to donate different resources. This is for your planet as a whole. This isn't just your guild. You have the basic, and then out here you have the advanced. Now, as time goes on, people will donate more, and you will gain different bonuses. So this is, for example, the food part, electricity, gas. This is going to be your passive income. And you scroll over and you have the different advanced quests. So let me go right here. So if you look at the blue, which is the normal, that's going to be your basic resources as well as gold. If you have excess gold, you can donate. I never donate. I never donate gold.
Have you ever had a dream that you want?
And then if you go to the advanced, you've got cash, gold, shadow matter, cosmic crystals, UC, and HC. I personally never donate UC, HC, or gold. I do prioritize the advanced research when it comes to donating cash. I would usually donate shadow matter, but I'm low on it right now, so I probably won't. But I have plenty of cosmic crystals, so I will be donating those. How much you donate depends on how much you're willing to spend. But definitely focus on the advanced before you do the basic. Once the advanced is done, go back to the basic. And the Abyss Exploration. So as you can see, you can get a free one. You can get 3 free each day. You get 8,000, and you have a little timer. You can explore more for varying amounts of gold. That's up to you. The timer on the next free event will come around. Now, what this does is, as you can see, the limit is 1 million. That's the most I can store. And when your troops return to the Ark after a fight, if whether you win or lost, 40% of the soldiers that were killed will be automatically healed by this, so it will help your resource out a little bit. But you do have to have enough of this abyssal energy in order to actually heal. And if you click on this little button right here, I have not consumed any yet, but it'll give you a list of a timestamp of when you fought and how much your abyssal energy was used. And if we get on to the point ranking, this is your point ranking for individual, guild, and planet. So my guild, BDB, Dunks is first place right now. I'm sure that will change. I just jumped in. I have 0 points as of right now. Each one of these has a leaderboard reward. I wouldn't really worry about that too much. But yeah, this is going to show you your points, how many you have. You've got individual, you've got your guild points, and you've got your overall planet points. Now you're going to get these from, well, let me just jump there real quick. These are going to be coming from capitals. It's going to show it. No, it's not going to show it. It's got to actually be active to show it, but the border should. We jump over here. So if you control a border or a capital, as you will see, you will get these points. We get 2 a minute. So obviously, the more you have, the better. And we actually own this border control. So I don't. This is my first time on in the morning. I haven't had a chance to check Discord or talk to my guild. I don't know if this was intentional that we take the border, but we do have the border and EXE doesn't, so suck it, EXE. No, I'm just playing. So let's go back. If it'll let me. Alright, where were we at? We were at points. We did the points. Yeah, so this is where you're going to get these. Over time, you'll get them just by earning those. Now, it does show it here because there hasn't been enough time. This is day 1 of the Cassitan, but there will be a ranking system on who is like the quote-unquote ruler. Those will be listed here. This is going to be how you're going to actually get your ruler medals. These are advanced materials you're going to use. Get to that in a second. Your expedition shop. So as you can see, some items cost ruler medals. This is how you're going to get those. And these little expedition coins right here. When you fight and you lose troops, depending on how many troops you lose, you're going to get these coins. You're going to get these coins, and you can use those coins to buy different things. It's nice, just for losing. Alright, now we're going to go over. So as you can see, this is a level 21. Let me see. Can I zoom out? I'm on an emulator right now. No, I can't. This is going to be annoying. So you got these. I have already fought and defeated all of the Cassitan monsters. These are all going to give you 100,000 gold. That's a level 21, level 22. As you can see, after you beat them, it does change. You get these common munitions. That's going to be how you build up your fort. Actually, let's go to fort real quick. We are on the move. And build. See, these fort, people get these. They're not a big deal. If your guild fort needs these fort materials, that's all they're used for. So just throw them at the fort. This is ever zero. Build them up. I honestly try to get rid of mine as fast as humanly possible. I don't really ever do it because people beat me to it. But okay, now we've got here the tiles. So tiles in Cassitan are a little bit different. They do go up to level 20. This is a level 18. Server side max is 15. However, the cool thing about the tiles in Cassitan is they are all technically enriched. So if we jump to the center here, 25, this will be 100,000 gold you'll get for beating this level 20 tile. So if you are in the center and you have a level 20 tile, you will be able to farm 16 million electricity. And that does sound like it'll take a while, but we go back to the tech real quick. And it takes forever. Where is? All right, gathering speed. So this is going to increase your gathering speed. Is there another one? I don't remember. Might be. Yep, there's a second gathering speed. So once these are maxed, you will be able to gather one of those tiles in, I don't know, let's say 8 hours or so. So it is pretty quick. You'll be able to turn around resources very quickly here. And then you can buy this if you wish. This increases your resource production and gathering speed. It is important to note that, so I've done the math, and when it comes to resources, even if you are on a smaller planet and you do get locked into your stage 1 starting zone and your entire planet is trying to farm tiles and you can't get it for whatever reason because you're too small, when your passive income reaches, I want to stay level 2 as a minimum for advanced and basic, you will generate more passive resources, and you can as well use these production boosts. I'll use them later. I'm not going to do it now. But you will gain more passive resources simply by sitting in Cassitan and not farming tiles than you will server side farming tiles. That's important to know, especially if you get locked into your zone 1. In case I went a little bit too quick, this is your zone 1, your starting zone, and you got your stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Now the goal of Cassitan as a planet is to control as many capitals, as many borders, and the center Centicon. This is going to give your guild and your world points, and that's how you get your ruler medals. Now I am on 780. We have EXE. EXE is going to be the main guild that pushes for everything. I am in BDB. We're not an alt guild, we're a sister guild, along with LKS, PPP, DRE is an enemy guild, but we do come together for Cassitan. We unite as a planet. We will be assisting EXE in their fights for borders and capitals. And that's just what you got to do in Cassitan if you want to push your planet to get better rewards, as well as your guild. There's plenty of fighting to do if you want to fight. I'll be fighting probably when we get up here to stage 3. So if we jump back real quick, you can see that we are locked into the position where there's not a lot of fighting. So these planets are going to be fighting a lot. We're just going to be kind of chilling around until we can advance. Nope, I don't want to leave. Hold on. Go back. Pushing buttons too quick. So as you can see, we've got the first one. This border will not open up this one, this one, and this one. They're not going to open up until much later in Cassitan. It's going to be, I want to say, the last 5 days is when those borders are going to open up. But you can get these borders, like right here. This border will open up, I don't know, like a week or so. Cassitan does last a month. And it'll open up these different zones for more people to farm. On our, well, nope, I don't want to go over what our planet does. But yeah, so we won't actually be fighting because there is no borders that lead to different zones until we get into our zone 3. That is when we're going to be able to fight, and we are only going to be able to fight. Who's to the left of us? I don't remember. Come on, 1482. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Cassitan. I know I talked very quickly. I tried to get this out as fast as possible for you guys. If you guys have any questions, post them in the comments below. Also, if you think I missed anything, I hope I didn't, but if I did miss something, post them in the comments. I'll pin the comment so other people will be able to see it. Please note that your Cassitan may not look the same as mine, especially when it comes to the special event. And if there are any significant changes in the future, I will do a video on that. But as for right now, I need to get into Cassitan. I need to advance, get ready to fight with my guild and my planet. I'm the Grinch. I appreciate everybody. Until next time, I'm out.